So welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today we're going to be talking about the brand new update. Yes, another update that has gone live for Ark Survival Evolved on the Xbox One and the PS4. If you're watching this and you're on the PC, your update has already gone live, so if you want to see what is in this update, then obviously make sure to stick around in today's video. Now, you're probably wondering that as well, there's been so many updates on Ark recently, and some are server-side, but this one is client, and it is going to be a pretty big update. Now, if you guys do get all the information you need to know in today's video, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and obviously if you're subscribed, then you can, obviously keep up to date with all of the Ark news, but let's just get in with today's video. So as you can see, the new tweets from Survive the Ark, Ark Survival Evolved, we're releasing a client patch for the Xbox and PS4 on Thursday at 8 PM Pacific. Now for me, this is when you're seeing this video, that is 4 o'clock in the morning. So that is obviously sometimes when I have to stay up pretty late. This will bring in our latest fixes and changes that's already come to the PC, which you'll see. This patch size will vary between consoles, but we're expecting a 15 gigabyte download at minimum, guys. Minimum. This is crazy because many of you guys will know we're getting about 3 big bits of content this month, which is because obviously it's now October, which is TLC 3, Fear Evolved 4, and a balance and quality of life update. And just at the beginning of October already, we've got like fixes and changes, which is 15 gigabyte minimum. It's just absolutely crazy, but I know sometimes that's got with such a big game like Ark, that's got to be what it is. Full release notes will be provided when the patch is live, so you guys obviously will be able to see those full patch notes. In this video right now, I only have the ones from the PC, so there may be a few extra stuff that will be coming to the console. Usually it's not much different from the PC, but obviously if there's a lot of new stuff, then I will be adding that in tomorrow's video. So let's get in with the patch notes and see what to expect. Now, as you can see, this update came out a few hours ago on the PC. So, fixed a meshing exploit, fixed a turret soaking exploit, because I know the turret soaking one, there's so many exploits right now with turrets, and they're slowly getting patched. There was a big meshing thing going on recently from what I know, and I think that has been stopped, but obviously there's always so many that get found out about. Dino Leash will no longer prevent creatures from being transported via a tech teleporter. Fixed a bug that prevented the oil pump structure from being able to be placed on oil wells. Fixed a bug which prevented players from launching the expansion pack maps on Linux, which obviously won't be coming to the console. Locally run get tool commands, get all commands, not get tool, what am I on about? Commands are now locked behind a server admin check. And finally, Alliance chat now works with Gamepad. Now, what you may have seen is some of these other patches that came to the console, obviously as well, which was like to do with fixing server performance, which is fantastic. I kind of miss the days when Wildcard would put up as you guys can see, they did like future patch notes, but now they only release the patch notes when the patch actually goes live, which I suppose is the way a lot of companies do it, but it's nice to know what is coming before that. But yes, that is the few things that we know so far which is in the patch. Now, many of you guys are going to be thinking 15 gigabytes for just that, and I know that is only the stuff we know so far. When the actual patch goes live, which is when you're watching this, there's probably quite a few more things. Now, it probably won't be noticeable things. It's not new content. It's not a new map. It's none of that stuff. It's just, as Wildcard mentioned in here, the latest fixes and changes. So, while everyone is downloading that brings us on to what we've talked about already in the past videos, again, which I know many of you guys will know this by now, as I mentioned earlier on. This month as well, so I didn't even expect this patch, okay? So I had no idea. Obviously, I would have let you guys know. I had no idea the update was going to be that big. But then in this month of October, we are getting the TLC Phase 3 update. Now, I don't know whether that is going to be with the balance and quality of life update. So if you don't know what that is, quality of life and balance update is where they could potentially bring a lot of new stuff to the game. So it could be like like Structures Plus, some new stuff from there, balancing the game obviously with breeding changes like they did last time, new structures. It could be anything. It's to make the game a better game. So that is obviously a hefty update. Then TLC, which as you all guys will know, we're getting the Woolly Mammoth update with new abilities as the War Drum Saddle and buff, Tusk Sweep, Tusk Trumpet, Foot Stomp, and Trunk Grab as the new things. The Stegosaurus is also getting one, so it's got 3 new modes, which is the hardened plated mode, heavy plate mode, sharpened plate mode. So they all do different. Like you can choose 3 modes when you're obviously on the Stego. Which the hardened one applies a damage reduction buff and prevents riders from being dismounted by enemies, and has a wood harvesting benefit. Applies a slow. You're probably wondering why I'm reading this really fast, and it's because I've mentioned this in my past like 2 videos, so I don't want to be doing it too much. Applies a slow when attacking with the basic tail whip, and obviously a thatch harvesting benefit. And finally, obviously applies an armor penetration effect when attacking with the tail whip, but is also useful for harvesting berries. And the final thing is obviously new attack, which is the impaling tail whip, which is able to impale and immobilize players and smaller creatures, as you guys will be able to see with the Stego. So this update is going to be coming as well on top of the Fear Evolved 4 event. Now, in my Halloween video a couple of days ago, I think it was 2 or 3 days ago, there were so many people in the comment section saying nothing has been announced. How do you know this? And I usually am pretty 100% sure there'll be an event now, and you're probably thinking this is just from your word, but no, Wildcard have actually now tweeted. I don't even know if we'll be able to find it here, because it was from, because this is the Ark's tweets. It's from Dolly, who Dolly is obviously one of, and she said the team are working really hard on the next event. So that's Fear Evolved 4 guaranteed for you guys right there. If you need any more proof, I'm more than happy to throw it into my next video. Don't worry about that. So it's pretty crazy right now. It's going to be a busy October for Ark. Not as exciting when it's things like this. Now, I know it's not exciting stuff, but it is helping the game. It's just when the patch is so large, you just expect them to be more like 1 to 2 gigabytes, not 15 gigabyte at minimum, guys. That is crazy, but anyway, if you did enjoy today's video, smash that like button. Let's try and go for over 1,000 likes if possible. Subscribe if you're new around here. If you're wondering about an Evo event, I'm not 100% sure. We'll be finding out tomorrow, which obviously tomorrow is today for me already, which is Friday when we get the new community crunch, whether there will be a special evolution event. You'll be getting, the reason why I don't think there's going to be one is because there is obviously the Halloween event this month, and that will last for 2 weeks, and obviously you'll have ×2 on everything when that event is live. So if you're having that for 2 weeks constantly, I can't imagine Wildcard will be treating us to many more evolution events. And that is pretty much all the information you guys need to know moving into October. Enjoy the update. There's not really much to enjoy, but obviously hopefully these latest fixes and changes will try and support some of the problems people have been having. See you guys later, and I hope you did enjoy.